Irresistible Omegas, an Mpreg Romance, Volume 2. Written by Nora Phoenix. Narrated by John Solo. Book 4. Alpha's Pride. Prologue. 7 months earlier. The club thumped and vibrated with the low bass of the music, and Bray sighed with contentment. He'd worked his ass off the last few weeks trying to impress a rather demanding employer, and he needed this break. A night of fucking was exactly what he craved after spending long days on the job. It wasn't easy running your own security company when you were this young. Despite him being an alpha, and rather big, people tended not to take him seriously. He hated it, this patronizing look in the eyes of older alphas when they looked down on him, choosing to employ a more established firm, even when it charged them double. Their loss, Bray kept telling himself, but it stung. All he wanted was a shot so he could prove himself. His father had sacrificed a lot to raise Bray and his brothers, and he wanted to make him proud. And, since his brother Lucan was a beta, and his youngest brother Dane, also a beta, had physical and mental disabilities due to an oxygen shortage at birth, he felt it was his job to prove to his father his sacrifices had been worth it. "What's your plan for tonight?" his friend Jesse asked, leaning back in the black soft seats of the club's lounge where they were relaxing. "Fucking," Bray said, his mouth breaking open in a smile. "Lots and lots of fucking." "You got anyone lined up?" Jesse asked. Bray shook his head. "No, but I registered a few days ago when I knew I'd be able to make it, so I'm hoping someone has requested me. If not, I'll scout the back rooms to see if anyone wants to play." The lounge of the club was meant for socializing and dancing, though plenty of couples got their kink on here already. You were supposed to head to the back rooms for the more intimate follow-up, a route Bray knew well. Oh, he'd had a few greedy little Omegas on their knees under the table sucking him off, but he respected the club's rules enough to take them to the back if he wanted more. Jesse nodded. "Same here. There's bound to be a horny little Omega who needs an alpha, right?" Jesse knocked back his beer, and Bray kept himself from frowning. He never drank when playing, and even though Jesse wasn't a serious player, by any standard, it still wasn't smart to drink if he wanted to engage later on. Maybe he'd better keep an eye on his friend to make sure he didn't overdo it on the alcohol, or he'd have to report him to the club. That would suck. But Bray took safety seriously, especially in sex and scenes. Jesse had always...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?